So shout out to DJ Jay Diff for sharing this one. I was not aware of this, but apparently, and this conversation has been going on for a long time. It's been a lot of back and forth. And it says Jay-Z files a notice to claim masters ahead of Dame Dash's Reasonable Doubt auction. So Dame is setting up to have an auction on August 29th, where with a minimum bid of $1.2 million required for the opportunity to participate in the sale for his ownership stake in Reasonable Doubt and Rockefeller. Jay-Z came out and undercut that with a notice to potential owners of Dash's stake that they will only be able to profit from Reasonable Doubt revenues roughly for 6 years, after which the master recordings and the album will revert back to Jay-Z, granting him full ownership under Section 203 of the Copyright Act.
Okay.
So basically...
changes things a little bit, huh?
Changes things a lot, because basically you can cop, but you better eat for them 6 years, because it's coming back to Hove. It's coming back to Hove in whatever 6 years from now is. I can't. I'm old. I don't know what that would be, but do the math, Long.
30?
Yeah. 30, 31, I don't know.
It's just 6. It's 24.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
That made us look kind of bad. We was in here messing up simple math.
We've been stunting all night about a plaque, and I can't even.
Like, I don't know, 4, 5, whatever.
Looking like T.I. son that didn't know how to spell tomorrow.
The Goban is so disappointing to me. He's a college student.
So explain this to me like I'm 6. What exactly is happening again?
So Dame is setting up an auction to sell his stake in Rockefeller.
Okay.
The bid minimum is $1.2 million just to even get an opportunity.
Okay, for his stake.
For his stake only. Jay-Z came in and undercut that by saying,
no, he didn't undercut.
Well, not undercut, but I'm using the wrong phrase. He filed a motion to say 6 years from now, I'm going to get all of this
or
back.
Just stated. Just let it be known to the buying public that if you decide that you want to buy this share,
you only get it for 6 years.
You only get it for 6 years. Yep.
Mm-hmm. So that reduces, like, to me as an investor, that reduces my want to purchase this, because to me, before this, in my personal opinion, or what I thought, is that whoever buys it continues to have that share of the album forever. Well, with Jay-Z, he's pretty much saying that it was already written in whatever contracts they signed that it's supposed to revert back to him after so long.
So my question is this.
Go ahead.
Is this shady work by Dame, or is this shady work by Jay? Because to me, it feels like Jay is getting ahead of it and he's making it clear so nobody gets, doesn't invest a lot of money into something and then down the line realizes that they don't own it for the long run.
Which in turn hurts Dame, because now that makes, to Terry's point, that makes people more skeptical. Did I say skeptical? Skeptical. Thank you. Sorry, Gobo. I'm being a bad influence tonight.
That Ball State education.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what you got to look forward to.
Don't do that. But
shouts to all the Ball State alumni.
Come on, man. It's like 3 of them in here. There's 2 in here right now, and we got a youngster in here. Don't corrupt his mind.
Too late.
Don't do that. But nah, man, like, it makes the auction look different, because you basically you gonna cop for 6 years?
Yeah, but I understand what your point is as far as who do you think is shady in this?
Yeah.
So I think what it boils down to is that Dame already knew it was going to revert back to Jay-Z.
That's what I think as well.
You know what I'm saying? So
there's no way he didn't know that.
He absolutely knew that.
He knew
it was going to revert back. That's why he's been trying to get rid of it for so long.
Right.
Because he wants to. This is me speculating.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He may want it to get the money grab right now to allow somebody, you know what I'm saying, time to kind of marinate on it or whatever. I think would it be shady on both ends? I mean, I know they're not friends right now.
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't see anything
it's like
wrong with Jay.
No, I don't find anything wrong with Jay, because I think that's being principled.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's shady. Like that's super shady to know that. And who knows what the valuation of that is for those 6 years. Maybe
That's the question.
Maybe it is $1.2 million. We don't know that.
It's probably might be more, honestly.
It might be.
Because if it's going to auction and that's the starting price.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to kind of rewind back a little bit to where Lupe was saying that Drake should buy the masters of this album. Yeah. I don't agree with that. 1/3. I don't agree with that, but that's neither here nor there. I think what Jay is doing is just being, what's the word I'm looking for?
He's putting all potential buyers up on game.
He's definitely doing that, but he's being transparent. He's being transparent about the sale of this that, hey, regardless of how much money you spend, it's coming back to me. So, and in turn, think about if you have 1/3 share of this album and you want to do something with it. I believe you would still have to get support from the other 2 shares
before you
can move on, right? Mm-hmm. So is it just
unless
like
there's
a status thing to say at this point that I own a portion of the blueprint? Because
is this the blueprint or reasonable doubt?
Reasonable doubt.
You're right. Is it just a status thing to say that I own a portion of? Because I don't think you can move without the support of the other 2 shares.
Well, I guess it depends. My question would be, and I would need to know more information, is this like his percentage of the royalties that are coming in from this record being sold for the next 6 years? Or is this just like a stake in ownership? You know, like, because if it's just a stake in ownership and you're going to lose it, then why would you do it?
It's just a vanity piece for someone.
Yeah, exactly.
If it's not really I mean, if the only asset of Råc is this particular album, like, is it generating 1.2 million a year?
Because it says,
I mean, I don't know. That's why I'm just putting it out there.
It's a lot of streams.
It says the 2 sides reached a settlement regarding Dash's right to sell his ownership stake in Reasonable Doubt back in 2022.
So they agreed that he could sell it,
right?
But then Jay is just being transparent because now that he actually has something set up to sell it, hey, look, this is what's going to happen.
I just love to see what the potential earnings could be for the 6-year period.
It must not be much right now, because from my understanding, Dame is going through some hard times financially.
Because this has been brought on by
this. Yeah, he needs to sell this in order to kind of pay off some debt.
Yeah.
So if he's selling it for 1.2 million, obviously it must not be generating enough for him right now.
Because there's a judgment against him for 800 and something, and that's and that's what they say. Because like a lot of things are said through these particular channels, but I do know that there's a particular judgment he has to pay. Yeah, that's in the ballpark of 800K. Mm-hmm. You know,
and I'm not mad at it. You got to do what you got to do. Yeah, I'm not mad at that.
No, I mean, and I'm not. But at the same time, like I said, it would be a situation if I just had money like that, and I was like, as a vanity hip hop fan, I wanted to have, like I said, I own part of the Rockefeller legacy, and since Jay-Z
come with a plaque.
Hey, if it comes with a plaque, I might be in.
Yeah.
We got a plaque on the table.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it came with one of these.
Show them what's on the table.
If it came with one of these.
There you go. Yeah.
Show something similar, I might want to get down. But, if I'm looking at it from an actual investment, it just, I don't know. It'd be like if somebody said, oh, here's this painting that you can have in your home.
For 6 years.
For 6 years. And then
I get it back.
Yeah. And then, then someone else can take it.
You better set up some meet and greets.
You better have some people come in and look at that paint and get that money back.
$20 a head. Come look at this.
Do y'all think that there's a way to have someone deep dive, do the research to see what the earning potential could be over a projection of 6 years? Is that even possible?
For sure. But I think we would, honestly, I just think we need more information on this to really go any deeper than what we've already kind of talked about. Because,
Got you.
Because if this is just that's the piece, that's the Jay-Z piece, right? It's like, is he just letting them know that this is a bad investment, or is he saying you only have 6 years?
I think it's more of a, okay, get what you can get, but just know it's coming home eventually. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's that.
Soon.
Like Terry said, you still got to talk to me.
You got to talk to me about it. And at the end of the day, this is an example of somebody that is running their music business the correct way. Like, all of his paperwork is in order.
True.
Whenever it came time to dissolve Rockefeller as a record label, as a business, and they went their separate ways, he made sure that all the paperwork and things were in line to pretty much keep him comfortable and to keep his baby, essentially, because that's his. I mean, you could say Blueprint is his magnum opus, but I mean, this is what introduced Jay-Z to the masses was Reasonable Doubt,
and it was supposed to be his only album.
Yeah. So, I mean, if anything, I mean, Jay-Z is literally giving you a blueprint on what you should do in this music business if you approach it as a business versus just approaching it as, I just want to rap.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to be famous real quick so I can get a couple brand deals and I can sell a Happy Meal. Mm-hmm. Nothing against anybody who's got a Happy Meal deal. Shout out to you.
I want a Happy Meal deal.
I wouldn't mind it.
I'll get a lemon pepper wing deal.
Hey,
now that's the deal.
Yeah.
Depending on where you get them from.
Yeah. And
we had a nice tasting of some that were good, but
I didn't even get one, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, man, you got to move quick with the lemon peppers in the house.
Yeah, man.
Go over there. They got 5.
Yeah, man. I think Jay-Z is very smart, and his business acumen is very high. So.
And I look, I hope Dame Dash figures this out.
I do too.
Because I like I said, I don't think it was Jay doing something malicious to Dame. I really don't. I know it can be viewed that way, but at the same time, like, I would want someone to give me a heads up on what my investment really is.
True.
As opposed to just letting me find out as soon as I buy it, I got to give it back in 6 years. It's like, no, I thought I was going to have this. It's like,
just like Lone said, he's fully aware. He's been aware of. Yeah. He's smart enough to know.
There's a lot of classic albums that, if the paperwork is taken care of, then people should be getting their rights back.
I don't know if, and I'm thinking just from a royalty standpoint, I doubt Reasonable Doubt makes, from a third split of Reasonable Doubt,
in the streaming era,
I doubt it makes that much. Mm-hmm. If that's what it is.
I think it's sentimental to Jay.
More than anything?
More than anything at the end. That's the reason why it's written up to where he gets complete ownership of it after so long.
And because I know some people were like, well, why doesn't he just buy it back? Why didn't he just give Dame the money? He was like, I'm just going to get it back anyway.
Yeah. That's a waste of money on his part.
But Lone, it could be outside of streaming, there could be, licensing opportunities.
I'm sure there's lots of licensing,
you know what I'm saying?
T-shirts and
merch, all that merch, and there's probably some ways that thing can really move around.
But once again, what if Jay-Z and Biggs don't want to sign off?
Yeah, I don't think they're signing off on that because I don't think he wants his songs in commercials other than if he authorizes. Like, I don't know if y'all seen latest commercial has PSA in it, but it's like a Samsung commercial or something. Yeah. We know Jay-Z has a relationship with these people.
Yeah.
And he's going to make dividends off of that. I don't see him bastardizing his music in order to make a profit because he doesn't really need it like that.
Because a lot of times
Just Blaze got a check from that too.
With and it's not even that. Sometimes with your image, like I was at Meyer and you could buy an Ice Cube t-shirt with him leaning on the in Meyer.
Yeah.
Well, and
I'm like, who gets the money for that?
So I've been
hopefully Cube.
So I've been sharing a lot of shorts on Bringing Down the Band recently, and you can add affiliate product links, and you can gain commission off of anything. So we can do that with our videos too, right? So we're talking about this right now. We could put an affiliate link for this segment for Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt, and if somebody goes and buys it, we can get 5% of that or whatever. It depends on the store. But I've looked at Walmart's store. Walmart is selling so much artwork, random T-shirts, and all this stuff from like hip hop related stuff.
Snoop, Wu-Tang,
obscure stuff too. I was shocked, how much it was, how the VAT, not how much content.
Yeah, it's stuff that you can't buy from Walmart. It's on their website.
That's what I mean.
I think they're more. They've kind of done the Amazon thing where they're an affiliate essentially.
I think so as well. Yeah,
because you can literally go on a Walmart site and buy some Jordans.
True,
but
Walmart
you can't buy no
Jordans in the store. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they got some Shaqs in the store. Yeah, shout out to Shaq though, but they got some Shaqs.
They're Montel Jordans.
They'll be Jordan. They're gonna say they're Jordones.
Shout out to Montel Jordan. You kind of caught a stray there, brother. Yeah. Montel Jordan. I ain't mean that.
Now they got some. You can get you some good.
I feel like that's a pretty good comparison. Montel Jordan shoes probably belong in a Walmart as opposed to a Michael Jordan's in the summer.
You might be able to get a Montel Jordan tie or something.
They got some Avias in there, some flip flops.
First of all, I remember one time
Avia used to be the truth.
Was a smooth. Yeah, they weren't.
And they still got some high tops that's cold. I ain't gonna hold you. That's pretty cold.
I'm trying to think who was on those. Who was on Avia?
What do you mean enjoy those? You wouldn't rock them?
No.
The high top joints?
Knock yourself out, man.
Nobody's getting in the sneaker lottery for some Avias.
Terry is like a sneaker sensei, man. He keep me on point on hey, I don't know if you should put those on, Mike.
Nah, I'll tell you, do what you want to do, man.
That's what his phrase is. I mean, you can wear them. That's what he always tells me. So
I'm like I said, I'm not. I bought some Reebok. I'm Wash 13s.
But you know what? They're classics, though. The low top joints with the gum on the bottom. I rock those.
I mean, the thing is, in retrospect, I wish I'd have bought, like, for the price I got them for, I should have bought 3 pair.
You should have. Because you can flip those.
No, I don't want to flip them. I just want to have them.
When I say flip, I mean you can wear them multiple ways, and they comfortable.
I wear them to work. I wear them to the club. I don't care. Just need some white tennis shoes.
Yeah, you just used to spinning the wheel. That's all.